Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this gorgeous 2018 Infiniti Qx30. This is actually a really rare version of the Qx30 we don't see too often up here in the Pacific Northwest for a couple different reasons. Reason number one, it's a front wheel drive Qx30. Usually most of the new Infinitis we sell up here are all-wheel drive because that's usually what people want up here in the Pacific Northwest. They prefer all-wheel drive vehicles due to our wet, slippery climate. But all-wheel drive really is not necessary in this climate because we don't really get snow in the greater Puget Sound area. I've lived here 15 years. I've never owned an all-wheel drive vehicle. I've had either rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. So if you pretty much just hang around in the Puget Sound area, then you probably won't need all-wheel drive. And another reason why this Qx30 is rare is it has pretty much a full load on it. It has the dark wood package. That was a $500 option package, giving you this nice dark wood on the center stack, and then you have it over on the doors as well. Then the technology package is another rare option package, $2,200 for the tech package. So you get a around view monitor, blind spot warning, lane departure warning, forward emergency braking, intelligent cruise control, intelligent park assist, and high beam assist. Then we have the LED package. That was $1,000, giving you LED headlights and adaptive front lighting system, so the headlights will actually turn into the corners. So you have a little bit better nighttime visibility, and then enhanced LED interior ambient lighting. The navigation package was an $1,850 option. Radiant illuminated kick plates, $465 for that. So it's got a lot of equipment. The base MSRP was $35,300, but you add in all the equipment, it inflates all the way up to $42,955. And this was actually originally purchased, let's see, it was purchased at Infiniti of Las Vegas, so the customer purchased it there and moved up here. Then her lease ended up here, and then she turned it in with us. So that's how we acquired it. The nice thing about us is, or working at any Infiniti store, is when a customer turns in their lease with you, you have first dibs at buying it. And I jumped at the opportunity to get this one. It's a rare vehicle, and I think we'll definitely sell it. It's a lot of car for its price point. And unfortunately, they don't make the Qx30 anymore, so it's also a rare one too. 2019 was the last year of the Qx30. It was discontinued after that. And we really don't have any products to fill in the gap. This was our smallest vehicle. We don't really have another vehicle to replace it yet. Hopefully, Infiniti will have something soon. 38,905 miles. Bose sound system. Dual zone auto climate control. Heated front seats. Power front seats. 360-degree around view camera. This has a dual clutch 7-speed automatic transmission. It's the only Infiniti you can get with a dual clutch transmission, mainly because a lot of its mechanical components is actually sourced from Mercedes. The Qx30 is largely based on the Mercedes GLA and CLA series. So they have clutches instead of a conventional torque converter, which you find in a lot of other automatic transmissions. Clutches are a little bit more efficient for performance and fuel efficiency. So that's why we see a lot of car companies starting to use dual clutch automatic transmission versus conventional ones of torque converter. So they have one clutch for the even gears and one clutch for the odd gears, so it can pre-select the next gear for very smooth and seamless gear changes, and it works just like a regular automatic transmission. It does have manual shift mode. You have steering wheel paddle shifters here, so you can take control of those gear changes. Really cool color combination. And the Qx30 front wheel drive is a different animal than the all-wheel drive. It's not just a matter of having front wheel drive or all-wheel drive. As far as visually things go, the front wheel drive Qx30 has more car-like design influences. It has a lower ride height. It looks more like a regular car, where the all-wheel drive Qx30 has more crossover SUV design influences. It has different wheel and tire package for more all-season or a wider variety of driving conditions, like, you know, occasional Johnson gravel, dirt roads, things like that. It's going to have a higher ride height, and it's going to have more pronounced SUV design themes. And if you're curious about the differences, if you go to our YouTube page, Infiniti of Tacoma 1, I actually do a comparison showing the differences between a Qx30 front wheel drive and an all-wheel drive one, so that can kind of give you an idea of the differences if you're curious. So the Qx30 was developed with Mercedes. Like I said, it's largely based on the CLA GLA series. I think Mercedes and Infiniti had some sort of falling out, so that's why they ended the production of the Qx30, but you actually got a lot of bang for your buck. When they were new, the Qx30, you know, dollar for dollar, you get a little bit more bang for your buck for a comparable Qx30 versus the Mercedes. Even though they're very similar, Mercedes were a little bit more premium over the Qx30s. And they're different design. Obviously the Infiniti designers kind of styled the interior, styled the exterior. It really doesn't look like a Mercedes, it looks like an Infiniti. It's mostly the mechanical aspects of it that are Mercedes. So it really has a different look, different feel. I think it's a pretty good looking car. It's got really nice curves. At the time it had some of the most dramatic body contours on a production automobile. All these curves and creases that you find throughout the Qx30. It costs money in the production process to add that to the vehicle, but Infiniti really wanted to make this car look good, and I think they definitely achieved that goal. The only engine available in the Qx30 is this 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 208 horsepower, about 250 pound-feet of torque. This is a workhorse engine for Mercedes. You can find this in a lot of Mercedes products. They've been using it for a long time. You can find it in their Metris van, the CLA, GLA. You can find it in the C-Class. It's the base engine, I believe, also in the E-Class Mercedes. Really a great power plant, and it makes all the power you really need for a vehicle like this with front-wheel drive. 208 horsepower, 250 pound-feet of torque. If you're looking for a nice vehicle of great safety features, good content, I highly recommend looking at this Qx30. I think you'll be very impressed, and contact us with any questions.